Look, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is so on.
Pull up a chair, grab a cold one, smoke 'em if you got 'em. It's time for the Fan Happy Hour.
On the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 and 1080. The Fan.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Hey, hey, hey! Happy Thursday, all you beautiful radio listeners. I hope you are having a wonderful start to your afternoon. Very happy to be back. Let's check in with the most important man, Jeff Rust. What is happening?
I basically am going home directly after this show and going right to bed because I am covering for Swag tomorrow morning.
Oh, fantastic. Lucky you.
Lucky
and I know
me.
you're excited about that.
I'm
you
so
love
excited,
waking up
but
early.
I just can't hide. I feel like Jesse Spano right now.
Yeah. You love that reference as much as you can get it. I want to thank Jordan Schultz for filling in for me over the last couple of days. I know it wasn't an easy task to be here and fill the giant shoes that I left because I put a lot of work into, these silly little jokes that I do.
Yes, you and your giant clown shoes.
And I have built this format of this show. I try to make it as entertaining as I possibly can.
Yes.
And boy, wouldn't it be nice if my little show were to create a moment that people would grab and use on their shows and create this thing. 2 days I'm gone. You wouldn't think that I would be upstaged by somebody that's just in here. Like, how easy is it to do a 1 hour show while your favorite team is playing on the television?
Yeah.
And here's what happened to me. I want to give you the kind of the background on this, the way that I consume the moment that we're about to share with everybody. So if you didn't catch yesterday's show, Jordan Schultz is in here. Schultzy's in here filling in for me. And he's excited to do it, happy to do it. And I end up getting home right around the same time that the show's about to start. And I'd been listening to the Mariners game on the radio. And I had the TV turned on. I got in. I pull out my laptop. I'm going to do a little bit of work. And I'm going to put on the baseball game on my TV. Every once in a while, when I turn on my TV, I push the all on button and the surround sound doesn't turn on at the same time as the TV.
Okay.
So it goes right on.
So you have like a separate receiver, sound bar, what have you?
All I have to do is shut the whole thing down
Okay.
and turn it back on. Different receiver for the sound than there is for the TV. So all I really have to do is shut it off and turn it on. But I go instead of, because I've been listening to the game, instead of going and pausing it and restarting the whole thing, I didn't want to miss anything. So I just leave the sound off on the TV. Figured I'll wait for the commercial break. And then I'll turn on the sound. So I look at my phone next to me. I'm like, man, I can just jump on the Odyssey app and I can turn on Happy Hour.
Hey.
I don't ever listen to Happy Hour. I go, this will be great. I go, if anything.
Actually, you listen to it every day.
You know that I only half pay attention. Because when you're talking, what percentage of the words that you say do you think I actually catch? 75, 80%.
To the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Sorry, what? So,
Rod, are you paying attention?
So I decide that, hey, one way for me to get a perspective on this game, I know Schultz will be all in on watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn it on a few minutes into the show, and this is about the exact moment that I turned on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you cue it up because I have not gotten my page yet.
You ready?
Yep,
We can do that right now.
You want to do that right
yeah,
now?
it is the 30th anniversary of this historic Mariners play that I think most people agree that kept them in Seattle.
They would love a base hit into the gap, and they could win it with Junior speed to stretch. And the 0-1 pitch on the way to Edgar Martinez. Swung on and lined down the left field line for a base hit. Here comes Joy. Here is Junior to third base. They're going to wave him in. The throw to the plate will be late. The Mariners are going to play for the American League Championship.
So excited.
No! No! No!
Oh, what happened?
No! Sorry to ruin that classic moment.
What happened? My TV is behind yours.
Down the left field line, and they are going crazy at the Kingdom.
Wow, that one was a no-doubter.
Well, they're going crazy now in
Comerica.
Detroit at Comerica Park because Riley Green, ladies and gentlemen, just hit a solo home run to right field off of GameSpire. Damn it.
You had to go ruin that happy moment, didn't you,
This
Schultz?
sucks.
You could hear the moment that the Mariners just snatched his soul right out of his body.
The best part was you have to understand how much of a Mariners fan he is. I am a Mariners fan.
Yeah,
Jordan is wearing the full Mariners gear.
it's a whole nother level.
And he's got it. I just watched the video with Jake, our social media guy, and it is so good on video because you can see he cannot listen to that anniversary call without getting into it. So it starts where he physically is moving with it. You can tell that he has it memorized.
Yes,
Then
exactly.
you
He
can,
tells me it. He's like, I know the entire thing. And I said, do you have it tattooed on the back of your calf at this point?
you can hear him. He cannot even avoid the enthusiasm of speaking along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Riley Green hits that home run. And I am just sitting at home dying. And just going, man, because I'm watching the game and I'm like, man, what a day to miss the show. Mariners have the lead, the whole thing. And just listening to poor Schulte's heart break was fantastic. I believe they've already played that on the morning show.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you guys play it during the firm?
Yeah, I believe we did. Yes.
It will probably be co-opted onto Isaac and Suk.
Right. Yeah.
And that was one of the better moments. So he's already outshone me on my own show.
Yeah.
But he did it in the best kind of way. It's such an authentic, genuine moment that you cannot make up. The video is outstanding. Jake is going to put it out on our X page at Happy Hour. What is it? At Fan Happy Hour.
Yes.
So it will be there. I was kind of asked him, I go, hey, you want to send it into Awful Announcing?
Yeah,
so
right.
He mentioned it, and I said I would.
Yeah,
It is so good. The video is just watching the little joy as he's listening to that clip, and then you see him just kind of glance up at the TV.
And the timing of it during the Niehaus call
And
was
at the
perfection.
Bio
Because
Mai,
right when he says the Mariners will play for the American League
yeah.
Championship, and then it's no,
Yeah, dude.
no.
Yeah, it's great job. Thank you for filling
Fantastic.
in. I just want to thank you. And tomorrow's show, just as a programming note, because you brought this up,
Yes.
you will be on the morning show.
Yes.
Schultze and I will be doing this hour tomorrow.
Correct.
Ahead of Game 5.
So you guys should have some fun with that.
Well, it was originally, had the Yankees won, I believe they were going to go with like a 140 start for the,
Right? Yes.
for the Mariners Tigers Game 5.
Yeah, so he would have been checked out fully.
That will now be, wow. We'd have been in it together.
That's
and
true.
I.
Yeah.
So now it is a 5:08 first pitch.
We'd have you guys doing
tomorrow
the
evening.
105.1 the fan version of the M's play-by-play in here for an hour.
Boy, it was the fact that I turned it on live. I don't like all of the things in the universe that would have me go on and just jump into that show.
Yeah.
And then the next commercial comes on. I got back the sound and I went back to it because I would not have been able to listen to Schultze and pay attention to anything else.
What's funny is that Patrick said that he was somewhere too, and he turned it on and he heard the start of the call, and he's like, "Oh, I've heard this 1,000 times. I don't need to hear it again." So he turned it off, and it was right before the meltdown.
Oh, man.
Good
Well,
stuff.
I look forward to seeing Schultze later today and just giving him a big hug because it was tough. It was a tough one for Mariners fans. But
That was rough.
as all the conversations I've had, well, listen, anytime you blow a lead, it's going to be rough. It's not going to be easy. You have a chance to close somebody out in their ballpark, all of this. You do not have great moments in sports without a back and forth, without tension, without all of this. Now you have an opportunity. Game 5, facing the probable Cy Young winner, certainly last year's Cy Young winner. You've beaten him 3 times in this professional baseball season, including recently in the playoffs in this series.
Sunday, that was Sunday.
It's I was there for it.
Yes.
The whole thing is great. I'm still working on some details to see if I can make it up there for tomorrow's game.
Ooh.
So maybe it sounds like it won't be an impossible task to make it a Seattle remote broadcast. We'll see.
Ooh, all right.
If we can make it work. I can't promise that we can't. But if I can, I might just have to do the show from there and then jump over to T-Mobile. But we'll see. We will see. Even if I'm here, it will be great to share in the tension, in the clenching about the clinching for the game with Schultze. So I'm sorry that you won't be here.
And how much you'll both be clinched up tomorrow.
We'll all be
the game.
clenched before the clinching, or
Yes.
we'll be clinched before the clinching.
Clinched. Yeah.
They're trying to clinch.
Salsa seltzer.
They're trying to clinch the series,
Mhm.
and we will be clenched.
There we go.
Is that the right way?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think. Now I'm doubting myself.
Who knows? Well, you're supposed to be my grammar guy. No? Now we're
Yeah,
checking.
Let's see here. Clench with reference to the fingers or hand closed into
wow.
a tight ball, especially when feeling extreme anger.
I was thinking my cheeks, but yeah,
Yeah.
fingers and hands that works too. But yeah, that's clench.
That's clench
With an E.
With an E.
So I will be
Yes.
clenching all of the things, hoping the Mariners can clinch a berth into the American League Championship
There we
Series.
go. There we go. Well, and I guess hopefully at this point, let's hope that a different berth doesn't bother the lineup if they do make it.
You can't miss that game, can you? I mean, listen.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I'm one of those. Look,
Okay.
I'm
Nope.
one of those that
All right.
that birth of a child. That's
So
the-
Josh Naylor and Mrs. Naylor are waiting for the first addition to their family to
Yes.
arrive.
and
She's very
especially if
pregnant.
it's child number one. I feel like it's just, to me, it's a no-brainer.
You know, that's a funny thing. You would think that it wouldn't have any more special significance. We know that it does.
Right.
My two kids were 2 minutes apart, so it's not
Yeah.
something that I've experienced, but you certainly have, and I've seen it in family members and
My
friends.
kids are 4 years and 8 months apart.
But the second one does not get the same pomp and circumstance
Right.
that number two does. So it's funny that you say that because because I feel like if you do it for the first, you almost have to do it for the second.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I think in any circumstance, and look, I don't care if you're Phillip Rivers and it's number 11. It still counts. It's still a big deal.
Skip the game.
I mean-
Game you may go the rest of your. You might have 7 more children.
Mhm.
You may never get to another game 5 to go to the CS.
So what happens then if you have 7 more children and you're there for the birth of each of those other 7 children and you have to tell that one, be like, look, I had a baseball game to play. Couldn't make it.
Here's your dad making the game-winning hit and leaving the second that he did to come see you in the hospital. Sweetie, the day you were born was one of the greatest days of my life for 2 reasons, and we brought the championship home to Seattle, where we now live with your children and your children's children, and we've celebrated 4 generations of Nailers in this house because the Mariners signed me to the biggest contract a first baseman has ever got, because not only did I win them into the CS, I hit one to win them into the World Series and hit one to win the World Series, and that's why you don't have to pay for meals. That's what I would tell that child.
Is that when you name that child Rawlings or whatever the hell the brand is for the official ball of Major League Baseball?
Spalding?
Spalding?
Is it Spalding?
Spalding?
Rawlings?
Rawlings?
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think it's probably Rawlings. Either way, let's do in case you missed it. Let's go do that thing. In case you missed it, LeBron James was getting dragged on social media all week after teasing a major career announcement, which just turned out to be an ad for Hennessy. Stephen A. Smith absolutely killed him on First Take, saying, Hennessy is nasty, and then I prefer Cavassier and a fish sandwich.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
That's pretty good, actually.
Right.
I thought I was a little off there, but do it one more time.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
I think I was pretty right on with it.
See,
But can
it's
I buy
tough
you a
going
fish
from
sandwich?
the SH into the
Fish
TH for the
sandwich.
lisp. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I got my Cavassier right here.
In case you missed it,
By the way, also, Rawlings is the official ball of Major League
Rawlings,
Baseball.
there you go. University of North Carolina head coach Bill Belichick has a 5-year, $50 million contract with at least a $20 million buyout, despite the rough start and reports they are looking for options to end the relationship. UNC and Bill Belichick just released a joint statement affirming their commitment to each other. UNC is also reportedly investigating recruiting violations on their own coach, which I believe is code for any chance we can get out of this buyout.
Yeah, they can.
Can I buy you a 15?
Yeah, exactly.
Chiefs defensive
It's a lot better than $1
end
million.
Chris Jones addressed criticism over his lack of effort on a game-winning score when QB Trevor Lawrence stumbled but recovered and ran across the goal from the 1-yard line. Jones explained that he stopped chasing Lawrence because he mistakenly thought the play was over. He called it a teaching point. That's not a teaching point. That is the first teaching point in Pee Wee. Come on.
Play to the whistle.
Boy.
Play to the whistle.
Jones, who is making $20 million this season, also clarified that he deactivated his social media accounts before the game, not afterward, to hide from criticism. And I believe him. He's probably not the size of human that I need to criticize in person. Any chance he listens to this show?
Yeah, well, boy, hopefully not.
Yeah,
By
he's
the way,
sensitive. Holy cow.
And by the way, as far as the whole I deactivated before the game,
yeah,
sure, Jan.
Yeah, sure. But this, I'm just saying, this feels like sensitive guys.
Yes,
Like,
all up in his feels.
yeah, can I get a Cavatier?
I'm doing all right. I got my Cavatier right here.
So the annual NBA.com survey of all 30 front offices is out, and it's overwhelming. The Thunder received 80% of the general managers to vote to repeat as champions, and Nikola Jokic won 67% of the votes for MVP. These results are significant because it proves the GMs, or whoever they asked to fill out the surveys for them, know that trying to make predictions is a huge waste of time. The easiest thing to do is just pick the guys that won last year. So pretty significant predictions here. By the way, make sure you stay tuned at 2:30 when we make our completely serious and highly researched NFL picks.
For entertainment purposes only.
Hey, man. Can I buy you a fish sandwich? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
We move on to the Daily Buzz. We do it next on Happy Hour. This is 105.1 The Fan.
Seahawks. Top headlines, trending topics, and trivial matters that got our attention. It's the Daily Buzz on the Fan Happy Hour.
The Buzz.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, glad to be back to fill you in on everything that happened yesterday. First, we have to go to your Seattle Mariners. The Tigers beat them 9-3 yesterday after the Mariners jump out to a 3-0 lead before just barfing it away. We have the video up. Is it at Fan Happy Hour right now?
Let me go see here. We'll take a look. I will check that out.
We are getting the video up of Schulte doing his best mental breakdown live in this show yesterday.
Yes, it is on currently on at Fan Happy Hour. And it has also been retweeted on the 1051 The Fan account.
As it should be. The Detroit Tigers and the Mariners are now going to have a winner-all-take Game 5, first pitch 5:08. Tomorrow, Tarek Skubal will take the mound for the Tigers. George Kirby gets the nod to start things off. You also have Luis Castillo available in your bullpen, most likely for that game. I assume you could bring out Logan Gilbert. So if you're worried about the bullpen just looking like absolute wet, hot garbage yesterday. They don't have to use any of those guys. Brash was not used. Munoz was not used. So they do still have some guys that will be available, and all of your starters presumed available, save maybe Bryce Miller. And then if you're worried about using up all your pitchers, if we can have a healthy, clean bill of health for one Brian Wu, you may have another option to start Game 1, should you make it to an ALCS.
Now, apropos of nothing, and of course, hindsight is always 20/20, but I don't.
I'm going to put some emphasis to what you're about to say.
Exactly. I think pulling Bryce Miller was a mistake.
Oh, I don't think obviously it was a mistake.
Yeah, like I said, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah.
But like even in the moment, I remember looking up and being like, I don't know if this is the right call. Because yes, he did wind up with 2 earned runs. Sure. After that, he got 2 guys on, but he'd only thrown 55 pitches.
Let the guy work himself out of it. Here's another little interesting tidbit. This is why playoff baseball is so much fun, because exactly what you just did. You question the decisions that a manager makes. You try to decide when you're making the right move, how you're making the right move, whatever all of that comes down to.
And of course, don't forget, I am a noted baseball fan.
Well, you are now. Yeah, listen, you've been on this journey with me, and you've had some dynamite drop-ins, Monty. So the
broadcasting school really paid off.
The other thing of note, so George Kirby gets announced as your starter.
Yes.
Guess what move AJ Hinch has now pulled already with his lineup card for tomorrow?
Ooh, well, because we know they're throwing out Skubal. So are we talking like in the lineup, the batting lineup?
Yes, I am.
So we're going to get probably one of their best hitters up as far into the top of the lineup as they can to try to get that third appearance in front of a starting pitcher as early as they can.
Kerry Carpenter, who has hit 5 career home runs off of the likely Mariners starter George Kirby, has been moved to the leadoff spot.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
See, you're a baseball man. It's all of the things are too much fun, and another opportunity for a great moment for the Mariners franchise, or just endless dejection and all of the sorrow that comes with getting close but not quite making it. The worst thing that you can finish in sports is second place. We all know that.
Eric pointing out on the YouTube chat, Hancock would be available too, I think, but I'm not sure how much that helps.
Well, I mean, they haven't used him. Well, he
has not been great as a spot starter this year.
No, not necessarily as a spot starter,
correctly.
but he's the last few weeks of the regular season, he was put into a bullpen position. He pitched fairly well. The idea of behind the meltdown yesterday isn't necessarily that everybody was that much worse, especially with relievers who are not mixing up their approach. They're not used to going through the lineup multiple times, have now been exposed to the Tigers hitters every day or every 4 out of 5 days, and then you finally get to those guys, and all of the Gabe Spires mystique has worn off, and they know what they're getting, and they're going to go. And you had a lefty on lefty home run, you had a righty on righty home run against a bullpen that had been really good in this. But the more exposure you get to a bullpen, the more likely you are to take advantage of it. They have not seen Emerson Hancock in this series. You've seen a little bit of Caleb Ferguson. I don't think we want to see a whole lot more of that. So there are all of these different games within the game.
Yeah.
The real thing that you need is you need the Mariners lineup to do exactly what they did in the first couple innings yesterday and what the Tigers did in the late half of it. You need your hitters to step up and get some hits at the end of the game, which we have seen in spot moments, but the Mariners have not scored a ton of runs in this series. I believe if you look at it, I don't know what the numbers would
I
be.
think the first 2 games were each 3-2, but in opposite directions. Is that right?
Yeah. So it was 3-2 in the opposite directions. Then you had 8-4 and 9-3, I believe, were the finals. So that gives the Tigers a 2-run advantage in the series.
Yeah.
If my math is correct.
Sounds about
so
right.
it's either way. It's
Carry the
been
one.
close. It's very difficult to get to a deciding game 5, game 3, game 7 without the teams playing fairly equal up to that point.
Yeah.
So who's got the big advantage going into this? I don't know. Who's going to win? I don't know. Who's going to watch? This guy. 2 thumbs right back here.
And also, Emerson Hancock sounds like a law firm.
Sure, it probably does. But you know what? Bob Walcott, or whoever the guy they threw out all those years ago when they needed one win, who hadn't pitched for them all year. So it's an opportunity for anybody to make the moment.
Yeah.
So let's friggin' do it.
LFG.
Jacksonville Jaguars Seahawks this weekend. This one could be a little bit dicey. What do your Jacksonville Jaguars, Mr. Rust, have in common with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who just put up 38 points in a victory over the Seattle Seahawks, have in common?
Oh, boy. I don't know.
Who's your coach?
Okay. Yes,
There you
Liam Cohen. There we
So
go. Sorry. My
you
apologies.
have no, you're good.
I thought we were talking like numbers wise and
you
such.
are
statistics.
You are clearly a baseball man.
And
We just
whatnot.
had that conversation about
Yes.
the Mariners, and you're dropping insights all over the place.
Yes.
You are clearly your head's in Major League Baseball playoff
Everybody here
mode.
calls me MLB Russ.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
every
single person that sees you. I mean, even people that aren't here.
It's like Blue Line Brandon or NBA Dirt.
That's exactly. You've got it. So you are facing Liam Cohen, the offensive coordinator from Tampa Bay last year, who's bringing a lot of the principles that just beat you in an absolute shootout to the game. The other thing that you probably want to know is 6 players sat out due to injury on the Seahawks yesterday at practice, including count the players that are on defense as we play along.
Okay.
DeMarcus Lawrence, quadricep, is out defense. Devin Witherspoon, who is still dealing with a knee, out of practice. Julian Love with a hamstring, still out of practice. Those are your biggest ones. For Jacksonville, they are missing their center, Robert Hainsey, with a hamstring, and he did not practice as well. But 3 guys that have been missing a ton of time, still going to be out, most of them in your secondary, some in your pass rush. So could be a tough one. One other note, you will not get Mark Sanchez broadcasting the game. He was originally scheduled to do it. Don't worry. They found another Mark. So if you're watching the game, you'll get Mark Schlereth.
Yes, they're bringing in Stink.
That's right. Let's
I
go.
love Stink.
Let's go Stink. So yeah, get ready for a fun matchup there. The most exciting thing about the Buzz is when we have multiple teams that matter locally that we can talk about. In case you missed it, which we'll reference there, the Warriors were just getting absolutely housed by the Trailblazers last night. So if you did what I did and shut off any attention that you were giving to that game, you missed a 51-26 scoring advantage for the Warriors in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors overcome a 21-point deficit to win the game. Now, are these all of your primary players playing in the fourth quarter? It is not, but congratulations to anybody that thought the Blazers were going to have a great start to their preseason.
Look,
they did not.
I don't care if it's preseason or not, but 51 points in a quarter, it's not good, Bob.
That's why I brought it up, my friend. All right. Do we have time for a couple fun facts? Should we save them tomorrow? I got some Duck stuff. I think we save them for tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, we might go heavy Mariners.
I mean, it's your show, man.
What? Don't tell me that.
The Buzz.
You have a rare meeting between Oregon and Indiana. This is only the 4th time the 2 teams have ever met in college football. The last game, do you know who won?
Indiana.
30-24 in 2004. This is one of the first times that you've ever had 2 teams meeting that are ranked in the top 10 for both offense and defense. So you've got that. And then finally, Indiana is the only team in FBS in the last 30 years to have 1,300 yards passing, 1,300 yards rushing, and no more than two turnovers through the first 3 games of a season.
Hey?
Are you more excited about this game than you were about Penn State?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I mean, I'll watch. It'll be I'm very excited to watch it. There was a stat I saw earlier, and I don't have it directly in front of me anymore, but we brought it up on the old firm with Harrison Meringue, weekdays 10 to 1, right here on the Fan Sports Network.
Nice work.
With the best producer in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that Indiana's offense against, it was either top 10 or top 12 defenses. They've faced a team like that 4 such times this season.
Yeah.
And each time they have scored a scant 2 touchdowns in the game against every other competition. Or this is under Kurt Signetti, excuse me.
Yeah, because Iowa
including
this
last year.
Yeah, Iowa this year, but
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else this year.
Including
And it was-
last year.
And it was 20-15 against Iowa.
So yes, including last year, 4 times they faced like a top 10 to 12 defense, and they've scored basically 2 touchdowns, 2 offensive touchdowns each time. All the other games averaging 6.7 touchdowns per game.
I was just trying to give you Indiana stuff to get you hyped. That's all I was trying to do.
So anyway, what I'm saying is, and Oregon, by the way, 7th in defense overall and 6th ranked scoring defense.
Your suggestion is that Indiana will be completely stymied by the defense of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably right. All I was trying to do was make Indiana sound good. All of my stats were for Indiana to be awesome in this game.
All right, well, guess
So
what?
you
They're
screwed-
stymied with the Burnt Biscuit Award. Thank you, Ed Whalen.
Can I get a 15, which? Let's walk over to the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk and see what we missed.
Oh, wrong music. My bad.
Unbelievable.
I know. We were on such a roll.
Exactly. 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Well, let's see here.
Geno
First
Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. Week 6 in the NFL begins with an NFC East showdown on Thursday Night Football. 4-1 Eagles at the 1-4 Giants. That's at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. 5:15 kick on Prime Video. The Eagles are 7-point favorites. It will be a tough road to hoe for Jackson Dart and New York. Receiver Malik Neighbors, of course, is out, as is Darius Slay. The remaining 4 receivers on their roster are a who's who of who? Bo Collins, Jalen Hyatt, Wandale Robinson, and the exciting white Gunnar Olszewski out of Bemidji State. Do you know where Bemidji is?
I do not.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that before doing
I
your research?
did
How
from
about
watching Fargo and stuff.
Gotcha.
Not to mention the Giants have lost their last 8 division games.
Woo! You know
So-
what? You know what you need to get that game going?
I'm doing all right. I got my Cavatier right here.
Exactly.
You sound like you've been drinking a little Cavazzi.
More sports scores and Thori in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Russ from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Recruiting with Andrew Nemec, Thursday evening. It's Thursday on the Fan Happy Hour. This is Take Your Pick, where you're invited to join the game. Okie dokie. Overthink, underthink, or don't think at all. Let's go.
Let's go.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our winner from last week is not able to pick along with us. I sent him an email. He got it a little bit late. I was out a couple days, so everything's a little bit behind. Here's what you need to know. Go to @FanHappyHour. The Take Your Pick is up. It is live. And I just found a celebrity picker to dive in with us. He was just watching his own clip that hopefully will live in infamy for a very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jordan Schultz.
Hey guys, happy Friday Eve. Thank God the Mariners aren't playing today, right? Holy yes.
Well, it's got you and me tomorrow, bud. So it will be fun. All right, so Jordan is going to go ahead and try to pull up his pick'em. If you're listening, like I said, go to @FanHappyHour. Find the pick'em. It should be on all of the pages for the Fan right now. Rust, are you ready to play some pick'em?
Yeah, sure. I'll be filling these out as we go.
And I'm going to try to submit mine when we're done. We'll
Yes.
see how that
Click
goes.
submit.
Yeah, well, the thing, whatever. I don't need to make fun of how I set up my own pick'em. Let's start with a little Bears Commanders on Monday night. We'll make these quick picks since we'll have time to pick them later. Mr. Rust, who do you like?
I'm going commies.
Commies. All right, I like that. I think that's probably the wise way to go. Mr. Schultz, what do you think? Quick as you can.
Yeah, commies.
Commies. All right, we're going, you know what? Makes me want to pick the Bears. Forget you guys. All right, let's look
Good
at
luck with that,
the,
Caleb Williams.
the get-right game for the Bills at the Falcons. Let's see if I can convince either of you guys that the Falcons are for real and Michael Penix Jr. is going to go out and dominate Josh Allen.
No.
Yeah,
Bills.
all right, same way, Bills.
They're going to find a way to lose. Even if they're close, they will find a way to gack it away.
Of course they will. Sunday night, those are your two Monday night games. Not great. Sunday night game should be fantastic. The 4-1 Lions are at the Chiefs. The Chiefs had been good at one thing going into the game. They were kind of limping into Jacksonville. They were good at holding on to the ball. A pick six at a bad time was not great. Quitting on plays at the end for a team that's been to 3 straight Super Bowls. Yeah. Not a great look for the Chiefs. Do they have an opportunity to bounce back against the Lions at home?
No, I'm going Detroit, baby.
Detroit, baby.
I don't feel good about it, but I'm going great googly moogly, and I'm going with the Chefs.
All right. I will go Lions. Forget you. It's fun to root against the Chiefs, and when
Did
that's
you
the
just
only
go
game.
CeeLo Green on me?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The clean radio version, anyway.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for the pipes on Schultz. I love that.
Actually, that is a karaoke go-to.
The Saints finally have a win, but are the Patriots a good football team? Do we have any faith in what old Vrabel's got going on there yet?
I like Mike Vrabel, and I think he is a good guy, the right guy to lead this team for the next several years. But I'm going to go with the Aints in this one.
Ooh,
Spicy.
liking what Kellen Moore's got going on there. Schultz, you buying what the Saints are selling?
Vrabel over Kellen Moore. It doesn't even have to do with whether I'm buying it or not. Just Vrabel over Kellen Moore.
I'll jump along with that. I can get down with that. Now, this one's a little interesting to me.
This one is picante.
Is it possible that Joe Flacco beats the Packers twice?
I think you give him Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and I am
They just
taking the Bengals.
Bengals over the 2-1-1 Packers. I kind of love that pick, Mr. Rust. Flacco.
Get right game for the Packers, baby.
And they're coming off of a bye.
Exactly at home.
See, because I think it's more of the fact that the Packers, they don't have any, look, they know who Joe Flacco is, but they don't know who Joe Flacco is with this offense and with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Hey, listen, I'm okay with it. That one to me looks like an absolute blast. We've got the 1-4 Titans at the 1-4 Raiders. Use as little airtime as possible to pick this one, gentlemen.
Do I have to pick one?
Just pick one.
God.
Home
Raiders.
team is the Raiders.
Raiders.
See?
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Pete and Ashton Genty and old Geno
Would
Wilson.
you just hurry up?
And Geno
Nobody
Wilson.
cares. That game's going to be terrible. 49ers at Buccaneers is awesome. 4-1 at 4-1. The 49ers are supposed to lose every week because they have so many teams injured. Their only loss is to a Jaguars team that is looking pretty good. The Buccaneers seem to be losing at the end of every game until they're winning. They are also 4-1.
MVP candidate Baker Mayfield, anyone?
He is not buying any of that. It's just one foot in front of the other. He did not say it that way. He used more profanity, but I am starting to actively root for Baker Mayfield. I don't know if I like that.
It's weird.
It's super weird. That game was so entertaining last week, and I was at the game. First of all, the uniforms between the creamsicles and the Seahawks throwbacks was great.
I just wish we had the actual orange creamsicles.
Yeah, but
instead of the whites.
pair them with the old school Seahawks look was fantastic. All right. Bucks, 49ers. Who do you got?
I'm riding Baker Mayfield.
That sounded confident.
Yeah, no, I'm going with that.
All right. Baker. I can't root for the 49ers.
Baker, the touchdown maker.
There you go. Do the Pittsburgh Steelers keep winning against Dylan Gabriel and the Browns, who have not decided whether or not Shedeur is even good enough to be a backup when you get rid of your backup, which is just gold. And I absolutely love little chef's kiss for that.
So a little teeny tiny bit of analysis here.
Whoa, look at you.
The Cleveland Browns and, of course, Dylan Gabriel coming off his first career NFL start.
Yep.
They are traveling home from jolly old London town.
That is true.
So it's some jet lag issues and time zone issues there and whatnot. The Pittsburgh Steelers coming off a bye.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Steelers.
That
Yeah,
makes sense. It's so much fun to root against Aaron Rodgers. I would love to see the Browns win.
Oh, trust me, I don't want to root for Aaron Rodgers.
I know.
That's the last thing
And
I
you
want.
know that I do this based on my rooting interest. I don't
mean,
have
he's
any
even a fellow.
knowledge
He's even a
for
fellow
any of these.
Whitford coachman. So, but I do not want to root for him.
Yeah. Well, the Chargers on a 2-game losing streak. The Dolphins still terrible. I assume we're all going Chargers.
Yeah, you want to get right? Go play the Dolphins.
Yep.
All right. Works for me. 3-2 Seattle Seahawks travel to the swamp to take on Mr. Russ's Jacksonville Jaguars. Russ, I assume you're going Jaguars?
Duval.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. Schultz.
Sea chickens, because I'm just not sure.
Sea chickens.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling them the chickens. I don't know. Like, it could be this game could end up in a freaking tie.
That's it. These are two good teams, at least.
Look at the Cowboys and the
No,
Packers.
I understand. Yeah, but I don't know if those are two good teams. The Cowboys and that shootout they had with the Giants and everything that they've got going on. We thought the Packers were good until they got beat by the Browns and they tied it.
Seahawks can't defend the pass. I don't know.
Well, the entire secondary's hurt.
Exactly.
So
They can defend the run, though.
Could be another shootout. We'll see what happens. As you know, I'm taking the Seahawks in that one. That's an easy one. Cardinals on a 3-game losing streak at the Colts and Indiana Jones. Not that shocking, but the Colts may be a little bit shocking. I don't know who picked them to be 4-1 at this point. Schulte, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Indy. Yeah, I gotta keep going Indy here, man.
Kyler Murray, no practice today, so not looking great for that game. And then, of course, going up against MVP candidate Danny Dimes.
It's Indiana Jones now. Thank you. He's got his whip cracking out there. He's like Devo. Let's go. I'm all in on Indy. I love this. Both teams with 2 wins. Cowboys at Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Panthers. I hate the Cowboys. They're just terrible.
I know the Panthers are terrible too, but I cannot. I know. The Cowboys are one of those teams. It's like them and the Raiders, where I can't really bet or pick for or against them. It's just either way, it never really works out. But
should I start putting? Do you want me to start putting in a neither on just Cowboys and Raiders games for you?
There we go. Yeah, tie.
Just take the tie.
Yeah. Cowboys, Raiders, or the Meteor.
That's a good question. That's a very valid one.
What we're rooting for.
Dak's been playing well despite the record, so I'll go Cowboys.
All right. The Ravens eventually have to win a football game? Question mark.
If Lamar doesn't step on the field, they don't.
Well, he's not
again,
going to be there.
did
It's
not
Cooper
practice
Rush.
again today.
Yep. It's not looking great for them. You would think, is Derrick Henry worth a win with Cooper Rush at quarterback? And if so, is it against the Rams?
But the thing is, if you can just key on Derrick Henry, knowing that Cooper Rush can't do S,
All right.
then
So we all going Rams?
I'm going Rams.
Well, they're my team, so
All
damn
right.
right they are. Yeah.
Two
Damn right they're gonna win.
games left. I assume we will all take the Denver
Denver
Broncos
Broncos.
over the winless New York Jets.
Sorry, Jake.
You with us, Schultze?
Yeah. No, I
You didn't even. I appreciate you.
No, yeah, okay. It really took me a second. I know this is quick, but I'll go the Fighting Bo Nixes here.
The Fighting Bo Nixes. All right, tonight's game. Anybody give me a reason why the Giants should maybe win this game against the Eagles coming off their first loss?
Well, if you want one reason why they could, is because the sun even shines on a dog's ass some days.
It's
But
true that it does.
I'm going with the Eagles because, like we said in my bottom of the hour update, their wide receiver room is not great, and they have lost their last 8 division games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
took the
is-
words right out of my mouth. It's gonna be Philly.
Yeah. The first time since I believe 2010. You'd have to check me on this. It is going into week 6. No undefeated teams. Does not happen very often.
Yeah.
Four times. There's been one time that they went into week 5 with no undefeated teams. But I don't know who the best team is. Every week when I look,
old ass 72 Dolphins popping their champagne.
they did. They popped it early. Every time I look at the game lineup for the NFL, it feels like there's a lot
the
of
rest household.
but it feels. Does she go quick? Is the sorry? What? What now? We're going into week 6. We're at the quarter-ish point of the season since we had a couple buys. I want to ask you gentlemen this question because it feels like there's a lot of bad teams this year. I don't know if that's necessarily true. There's some teams that are maybe playing a little bit better than they should. Is there a great team in this NFL? Do you guys have any feeling that there is one team that is head and shoulders above everybody else? Because it feels like there's a lot of bad teams and a lot of okay teams. I don't know that we have a great team this year in the NFL.
I don't think we do.
I don't know how good the Chiefs actually are. The Lions look good. I don't know how good they actually are. We thought Green Bay was going to be great.
Yeah.
Like, how good is Seattle? Are they in the top 10?
Don't know.
There's a lot of questions about a lot of teams.
I'll tell you what is great, and that's Jordan Schultz. Thanks for jumping in, bud.
Appreciate you, bro.
Let's do one more for the road. We do it next. It's Happy Hour on 105.1 and the Fan Sports Network.
Relax, hot shot.
Welcome back to the Fan Happy Hour. We're about to wrap things up.
Maybe you guys like what I have so far?
Wicked woman, cool creams and mistress. You got a cool spell on me.
Let's grab one more for the road.
Come on, everybody. Everything's smooth.
Here's Luke Anderson.
All right, Mr. Rust, I know we got to go quick. What are the people saying on the text, toy, YouTube chats?
I'll keep this
carrier
brief
pigeons?
here. I'm assuming this is the same fellow who scolded me earlier this week for suggesting that the officials missed a couple of late defensive pass interference calls on the Chiefs against the Jaguars. And he said, because, they committed, the penalties were 13-3. Guess what? Just because you committed 13 penalties doesn't mean you didn't commit 2 more. So he says the Jags are only, air quotes, good when they're helped all game long by the officiating, which, by the way, the Chiefs have a reputation around the NFL of all the fans being the most helped by the officiating, but we'll leave that aside.
Tell me what you really think.
Exactly. But also when they play a defense that just watches Trevor Lawrence roll on the ground for a while before letting him scamper in the end zone, Seahawks should hammer them.
Oh, well, hey, let's see what we will see what happens. Right now we'll do
straight sound, super sound.
Here's your one for the road. It actually is about your Jaguars. I don't know much about Tyson Campbell, but the Jaguars acquired cornerback Greg Newsome and sent Tyson Campbell to the Browns in a trade. So I had to look up Tyson Campbell. He has been with the Jacksonville Jaguars for the last 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if you're playing cornerback for a team that just matched last year's win total?
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling good. They've achieved 9-8 in a couple of years that
You're on
there.
one of the league's best defenses
You just
this year.
beat the Chiefs, and you just got traded to the Browns. Is that like the worst gut punch? And just go, hey, congratulations. You've been helping us be great. Ugh. Go to the Browns.
Yeah, go hang out with Deshaun Watson.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking
Maybe he can
Shedeur
put you to a
Sanders.
good massage parlor.
Well, hey, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you to Jordan Schultz for not only entertaining us in the first segment with his antics yesterday, but joining us for the pick'em. Thank you everybody
And being
that
a good
plays.
sport.
He's a great sport about it. Thank you, Mr. Rust, and of course, thank you, Isaac Ropp. We are all done for now. Bye bye.
The final word.